Alright, this is Draffet. This is Draffet Store. And like I said, this week is on ghosts. Uh, I won't dabble into the Wikipedia. Everybody pretty much knows what a ghost is. And, most of the legends and, stories and stuff around the country. If you don't, Discovery Channel, Travel Channel, History Channel, Sci-Fi Channel with Paranormal Activity or Witness and Ghost Hunters. Perfect place to go find some. But with that, do I believe? Skeptical belief. Yes, I do, to a point. Um, Even though I've possibly seen at least two ghosts in my life, one I didn't even realize it until I started reading up on a legend in Weird, Michigan. And I guess for the longest time there was a couple miles away from my house. There was a story of a surgeon who, back in the 1820s, roughly about this time of night, my time is like 11 o'clock, was in a hurry, didn't see a turn, went off the road and died. And occasionally on the same area of road, people tend to see lights that generally aren't there, especially at times, I guess, where there might be hazards or whatever in the road. I do know that the area's changed a lot. They did a lot of constructions in that area. At the time, it wasn't. And yes, I did see a light in the sky around. And knowing where the subdivision is higher up on the one hill compared to, there's actually a farmhouse down in the gully where the doctor actually went off and killed himself. There was no way that it would have been the lights from the house above or the lights from the farmhouse below, because it was too much in between. So there were, like I said, there's no way. Now, the earliest recollection I do have of seeing one was I was about 7 or 8 at my mom's mom's house, and actually talked to it. My grandmother asked me, who I was talking to, came out, turned around to make a comment to my grandmother, turned back around, and the person was gone within a blink of, like, not even 10 seconds. And the area I'm looking at, I would have seen them go this way or this way. It just gone. Explaining, that I was talking to a woman, and my grandmother asked me to describe her. Then my mom came out of the house, asking what was going on, and I described her. And my grandmother made a few comments about me never ever seeing the person, or I shouldn't even remembered who the person was, 'cause, the last time I'd seen him was, years before, and I wouldn't even had a remembrance of what they looked like. Which got me into asking about ghosts, which, according to my grandmother, the same grandmother, she saw one back around 88-1. She woke up and saw a ball like float around her kitchen table and then disappear. Both of my parents have had stories. One of them actually was at Christmas night in 1969. My dad swears he saw something at my same grandmother's house. And then a few miles away, my mom, roughly around the same time period, saw a couple in what is Rochester, Michigan. One was a person, and they were driving. Her and my dad were driving somewhere, and my mom took a corner, and she swears she saw somebody sitting next to my dad, or vice versa. I don't remember exactly which one told the story, but there was nobody in the car. They both were by themselves. And then there's a park in Rochester that back in the late 60s, early 70s had a few incidences where people were killed around there. And my mom was taking a walk in the park, and she swears she saw somebody like darting in between the trees, and then would come up to where the trees are and look behind them, and there was nobody. And then that's just a few of my family stories. I mean, I read a number of ghost story books when I was in elementary school and middle school, ranging from World War II to, typical battlefield story ones. Guy gets saved, doesn't remember, swears up and down it was his buddy, and everybody goes, well, we never saw who it was, but such and such was dead before you even came here. And it's like, oh. But there's all sorts of stories. And there's a lot of people that say that they don't exist. And then it's, whether it's a poltergeist or a specter or just, apparition. People, there's a lot of people that swear up and down that don't exist. Instead, people also believe in religions where they're, one or more of the people came back from life. I won't make, what religions they are, but it's alright for that kind of stuff. Me personally, you believe what you want to believe. If you've never seen one, fine. It's it's a case of just because I don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And that anybody says, well, science has proved. I have actually personally never heard of a scientist going out and studying the phenomena and prove that the phenomena doesn't exist. I see it in movies, television, shows, but I've never actually heard of a study that it's been done in real life. If anybody wants, put a comment down here and show me evidence, and a study that's proven it. Fine, hey, I'll look at it all night and day. But it ends up being that we really don't know what happens after we die. We have a bunch of ideas ranging from you just die and nothing happens to there's an afterlife. So it's just good. I mean, right around this time of year, it's always great to talk about ghost stories. Because it makes the season more lively. But with that, like I said, next week it's either I'm going to talk about costumes, I'm going to talk about witches, real or fake, or myth. And with that, it's a short one. This is Draffet. This is Draffet Store. Have fun.